live coverage.
Let me say that we have expended some 100,000 EC dollars in this matter. First of all, we could have done what other governments have done in the past, sit back and done nothing and waited. But we became very proactive once we realized the direction this whole matter was taking. It is very, very important for me to outline and state quite clearly that the government depends on Four Seasons in terms of various revenues in the treasury, in customs, in inland revenue. The water services, the dues for water services, NEVLEC depends a lot on the Four Seasons. All these are agencies of the government. People directly need jobs. But in addition to that, you have hotel owners who depend on people visiting the hotels for dinner or for lunch. You have taxi operators who depend so much on the Four Seasons. You have the persons who go out in the mountains, the guides who need assistance, who depend on the Four Seasons. You have the farmers, you have the fishermen, the shops, TDC, Horsford. Then on the St. Kitts end, you have people at the airport who work for Four Seasons. You have other parties on St. Kitts. So it impacts not only on the economy of Nevis, but it impacts on the federal economy as well. This administration came into government knowing that there are lessons that had been learned from the previous experiences. And I must say this, that the former government did not seem either to learn or to understand that there was anything to be learned. The real lesson is this, that no country, no government can depend on one hotel for its existence. And that is what the Concerned Citizens Movement did. As far as I'm concerned, they're in no position to mention anything at all, because they were in government for 14 years and did nothing but rode on the backs of the Four Seasons. We have demonstrated from the very beginning, in the early months and weeks after Hurricane Omar, that we were here to represent the people of Nevis. We did it in terms of the length of time they spent there. I think it was until March 2009 before they were let off. We did it in terms of the severance pay by the federal government, which worked very, very closely with us to ensure that the severance pay was very prompt. And now we have represented them and the country of St. Kitts and Nevis by being proactive in a matter where we could have stayed out of.
I am happy that Mr. Parry is going to open Four Seasons again. Yeah, I think they might have more money to spend.
The place is a little slow right now, and I'm glad to see that, you know, finally open and they come to some agreement, because Nevis people, you know, they're suffering a lot. So we really need something else to bring a little more money, especially the busman them, they need a little more help. So I quite agree with it. I'm really happy they come to some agreement with it.
It means a great lot to me, because I run a restaurant. And from the time Four Seasons had closed, the whole country, to me, is closed. And the things are very slow, because sometimes at that time you don't even sell 10 lunches. And then when Four Seasons were up, you were making it, you could have paid your bills, you could have paid your mortgage. I realized that he's working hard towards to get Four Seasons open. And I said kudos to him and congratulations to him and his team for getting back Four Seasons on track, where Nivy John and Kitty Shon, all alike, can also earn something again.